नमस्कार, सत श्री अकाल, आदाब, गुड मॉर्निंग, गुड आफ्टरनून एंड गुड इवनिंग जहां से भी आप हमें सुन रहे हैं. थैंक यू फॉर जॉइनिंग आवर लाइव सेशन. माय नेम इज कुंजन मवार. हमें आपके होस्ट और दोस्त फॉर टुडेज एफपी सेशन. Indian origin folks living in US. If parents are visiting from India and you are looking for medical consultation, well, look no further. eGlobalDoctors has your back. If you are a doctor, you can actually also contribute in televisits and build your network. eGlobalDoctors is formed by a group of physicians from UK, India, and USA. 300 plus doctors on board, 60 services, 8 countries. What's in it for doctors? Provide consultation, counseling services to patients anywhere in the world. Opportunity to provide charitable services to patients. Be part of fast-growing, innovative telehealth company, and with a chance to invest discounted rate. Liability insurance will be provided. Visit or register at eGlobalDoctors for more information. In today's topic, we are covering dermatology. Dr. Lata Rajwani, MBBS from Udaipur, postgraduate from UK. She also practiced dermatology in Kuwait, and currently she's residing in and practicing in Jaipur. Hello and thank you. How are you doing this morning, Dr. Lata?
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm doing very well, and thank you for having me on your show.
Thank you. A pleasure is all ours. So this is amazing. So before we start our session, I want to let our listeners and viewers that we are coming to you live from both Facebook and Instagram. So hop on your favorite platform and visit our sessions. Important topics which will be simplified by our subject matter expert, which are our talented board certified doctors. So what do you say, Dr. Lata? Should we dive into today's topic?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so for our listeners, the topic is, do you know your skin? So my first topic, I said that you are a dermatologist. So what exactly does dermatology means?
Yeah, see, if I start with simple definition, dermatology means study of skin. And it's a branch of medicine that deals with all the skin related conditions, problems, and not only skin, but also it includes the problems related to hair and nails.
Oh, wow. So skin, hair, and nail.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So what are some basic different kinds of skin, and how do I find out what skin type do I have?
Yeah. So yeah, that's a very basic question, and all our, I think, next questions should be based on what type of skin do you have. So normally the skin types are like, you can have normal skin, you can have oily skin, you can have dry skin. Then some people, they have got combination skin, and then some people do have sensitive skin. So you have to know your skin type so that you can, choose the right products. And so your skin type depends on many factors, like genetics is the most important factor. Then what age you are in. So maybe if you're a teenager, your skin type is different. If you are more than 40 or 50, the skin type keeps on changing according to age and the weather conditions you live in, the weather in which you work, like if the weather is tropical. So it keeps changing. But then you have to know your skin type. And how do we know our skin type? You can do, many people, they say that I have an oily skin, like they're very clear about what kind of skin they have. And some people, they just come to us and say, okay, I want to know what's my skin type. So a simple way is that you wash your face with a gentle cleanser and you leave it for, an hour or so. And then after 1 or 2 hours, if you find that your skin is too much oily, you can even dab a tissue paper, and some people, they need wipes immediately, even after washing within 1 or 2 hours. That means you have excessive sebum production, oil production, and your skin is oily. But after even 3-4 hours, you feel your skin is kind of stretching and it's stretchy. Maybe you have a dry skin. That means your sebum production is less than normal. And normal skin is normal. It's neither oily nor dry. And some people have combination, like your T-zone, the central part of your face may get oily very soon, whereas your cheeks and the lateral part of the face, it remains dry. And sensitive is that when the normal products which are available over the counter, other people are comfortably using them. But for you, you use any product, you have itching, you have irritation, you get burning. And when you go out in heat or sunlight, you get bumps. That means your skin is sensitive. So this is how you can, in a nutshell, you know your skin type.
Thank you. Thank you. I know what I'm doing after this session. I'm going to wash my face and see what kind of skin I have. So thank
Yeah.
you for that very easy home remedy test. So now that we know there are different kinds of skin, how can I choose a skin product which is actually healthy for my skin? Say, if we talk about maybe a combination skin, right? It's a combination of oily and a normal skin. So how do we would know?
Yeah. See, in general, if you talk about healthy the products which are skin friendly and which are skin healthy, we always tell people, first of all, to know your skin type, then to know your skin concern. As you said that I have, okay, oily skin in the central part of my face. And then as a rule, you should always look for, like paraben-free products, gentle skincare products, and rather than going for harsh soaps and fragrant products. So we always, as dermatologists, it should be fragrance free, paraben free, and SLS free, like sulfate free. Especially if you are talking about cleansers and shampoos, then alcohol free is important. Even when you have combination skin, you can choose to have products which are gentler. And then if you have any skin concerns, like if you have acne, you have pigmentation, you can go for skincare products which are, according to your skin needs.
So
And
all the stuff. Go ahead.
no, you go ahead. Yeah.
So my follow-up question was that all the stuff that you said our skin product should be free of, are these, like, if I turn the product at the back where they have
Yeah.
ingredients and stuff like that, will it specifically
Yeah, yeah.
say over there?
Nowadays, yeah. Most of the good quality and good brand products, they always mention, the ingredients. You should know the ingredients, what you are applying, and you should know these labels, which are very important. And ever since, because there is, flood of products these days, and patients themselves, they Google so much. Even the teenagers, they are using lots of stuff. So they should know what they are applying on their skin, not just my friend is using, and, yeah, they should have a background knowledge of their own skin type and then what is their concern.
Got it. That's actually good to know. Just don't go with what everybody is buying or what's actually famous out there. Find out a product that actually works best for you. That's a very good advice. So thank you for that. So since this is summer, it's summer everywhere, at least for half of the world, it's actually summer. So I'm going to talk about a little bit about sunscreen, like which kind of sunscreen is appropriate. And when you see sunscreen, you always see a word SPF. So what exactly that means and what kind of SPF we should look for in a sunscreen?
Yeah, that's a very good question. And I think sunscreen is the basic of what all skincare products you use. And so even you have to know the labels of your sunscreen, like what is SPF. So talking about SPF, in short, SPF is the one that protects you from UVB rays. So like there are two types of harmful rays for your skin, if I speak broadly. UVB is that causes sunburn. So B for burn. And UVA rays are responsible for aging, wrinkling. And of course, both of them are responsible for skin cancers. So once you read your label SPF, that only tells you that how much UVB you are being prevented from. So like, for example, UVB, if it is SPF 30, that protects around 93% of sun protection is offered. If it is 40 or 50, it protects 98% of the UVB protection is provided. So I think SPF 30 is good enough. And more than 50 are just, marketing gimmicks, and it just adds to the cost of the sunscreen. Like there are even 100. And so, and to be honest, nobody applies it correctly. So even if applied correctly and reapplied, then it only gives you 98% protection. So always depend on other means of sun protection, like umbrellas and hats and protective clothing. That is equally important. But yes, when you want to buy a sunscreen, again, according to your skin, if you have oily skin, you can buy gel-based or water-based sunscreens. If you have dry skin, you can apply creams. If you're going on beaches or, on snowing or somewhere, you can apply lotions. And then nowadays there are, in powder form, in mousse form, and there are a lot of sunscreens. There are tinted sunscreens. Then to know about physical and chemical sunscreens, again, is very important. And it should be a broad spectrum sunscreen covering both UVA and B. So not only you have to look for the label of SPF, nowadays you have to look for PA ratings also. It should be at least 3+. So 3+ rating means it gives you enough protection even against UVA.
Okay, so 3+, and then you said anything that is SPF 30 plus is good enough.
Is good enough, yeah. And if you have a sensitive skin, go for physical sunscreens. Physical sunscreens, they have zinc oxide and titanium oxide, and they just form a, kind of block or a barrier on your skin. They don't penetrate deep down your skin, and so they don't cause any sensitivity, and usually suits most of the skin types, even in children. Yeah.
And this can be found over the counter, or this is prescription?
No, you can find. So again, I know you have to read the labels, like it's broad spectrum, it is physical or chemical, and what is the SPF, what is the PA rating. And nowadays they even have IR ratings, like the people who are working on screens, laptops, even those rays, they are harmful for your skin. So
like me.
Yeah, most of the people, who was working from home. So these are the important things to know about sunscreen. Yeah.
Well, wonderful. I did not know half of the information that you gave us, so it's very good. Thank you so much for that knowledge sharing. And I would say that if you have a dermatologist, then go and consult them before going and researching, and then so we have an upper leg before we actually go to the shopping for these kind of products.
Yeah.
So you have mentioned sensitive skin while we were talking about our skin type and sunscreen. So what is the best way if somebody has sensitive skin? What's the best way to handle a sensitive skin?
Yeah. See, sensitive skin is again by itself a very common and a very large topic these days, especially when, as I told you, there are so many products being introduced every day. You have no new product, so people tend to buy, things, so much stuff. So I would suggest that keep your skin routines very simple, and don't rely too much on external applications. You have to depend on what you eat, how you live, and your other lifestyle. And so just keep your products simple and minimal. And if you have a sensitive skin, you can for example, don't use too many soaps, don't use harsh cleansers, or for example, antiseptic soaps. You can use no soap cleansers or gentle skin cleansers, and moisturize them well. Apply a moisturizer, and then it is always best to introduce one product each time and do a patch testing, like apply a small amount behind your ears and let it rest for 24 to 48 hours. And if you find any tingling or burning in that area, that means your skin, it might not suit your skin. So do not apply anything directly, and use gentle products and moisturize a lot, and avoid the triggers. For example, if you are sun sensitive, you are heat sensitive, you are sensitive to something you drink or eat, so it is best to avoid that.
Wonderful. The patch test is a wonderful idea, and it's a very good reminder. So, just test a small area of the skin, and if you are sensitive, then it's better not to have the burns out on the face.
Exactly.
So that takes care about our sensitive skin. What about people like me who have oily skin? What should we do? Like, how can I reduce the production of the oil that comes out from my skin?
Yeah. See, oily skin, it's you have the genes, the genetic tendency, whether you will have more oily skin than others, whether you have acne prone skin or breakouts. So the things that we can do externally to avoid oil production is the proper way, again, of choosing a right cleanser for you. First thing comes the basic of skincare routine. Choosing a right cleanser means you can use the cleansers with foam. Then you can check for ingredients like salicylic acid, glycolic acid. But of course, with a very, if it is always best to go to a dermatologist who will check your skin and prescribe to. But even if you want to buy over the counter, cleansing is very important for acne prone skin. For if you think that twice is not enough, you can even go for 3 times. Then of course you have to apply moisturizer, which is, there are some moisturizers which are meant for oily skin. So you can use them, not using any moisturizer which is lying, on your cupboard or something. And then exfoliation once or twice, a month is a good idea. So you can use gentle exfoliating scrubs for your skin. Nowadays, there are sulfur-based masks available, sheet masks once or twice a week. Then you can use clay masks. So these are some things that you can do externally to reduce the oil production. Now the things that you eat, they matter, equally. So once that you have already oily skin, so you avoid high glycemic index food. So in simple language, high sugar foods, junk food, and sugary cold drinks, soft drinks, and colas or things like that. That increase blood sugar suddenly. So when you have sugar spikes in your body, the insulin gets released, and the insulin-like growth factors, they trigger the sebum production, and then you will have oily skin, breakouts, and things like that. So try to rely more on, fresh fruits, raw vegetables, and more of vitamin C in your diet, and avoid junk foods. That's very important, I would say. And processed foods, they contain all salt, sugar, fat. So you best avoid them. And you'll see a lot of difference in your skin.
Okay, thank you. I will definitely try that. And next time I talk to you, I will let you know how it's working for my oily skin. So we covered sensitive, oily. Let's talk about dry. Let's not leave those people hanging. So for the folks who have dry skin, what kind of extra care can they take so the dryness doesn't come back that often?
Yeah. So see, again, like I said, you should know, first of all, what is the cause of your dry skin. Are you using the products which are not suiting you? Are you too harsh on your skin? Are you using very harsh chemicals? You are not moisturizing, or you have some underlying skin conditions like you have eczemas, you have thyroid, you are diabetic, you're taking some medication. So roughly we need to know what is the cause. So if there is a cause, we can address the cause first, so that, we are just applying creams and we don't treat the cause. That doesn't make sense. Secondly, you choose right moisturizers. And again, as I said, don't use soap, soaps a lot. Try to avoid, especially in winter season, you can just use plain water and don't use very hot water. Just use lukewarm water, gentle cleansers. And when your skin is damp, apply a moisturizer that is suitable. Like for dry skin, you can have moisturizers which are rich in butters, like, shea butter, mango butter. Then there are glycerine-based, aloe vera-based moisturizers. So you can moisturize well. Then you can eat stuff that, that stimulates oil production in your body. That is the food that is rich in vitamin E. It helps a lot. And you get vitamin E in a lot of things like nuts and seeds, avocados, and, fish, eggs. So these foods, they naturally, stimulate the sebum production in your body. So just eat well, stay hydrated, stay away from air conditions, and if you are working all the time in heaters and air conditions, so have a humidifier, for example. So you just address all the causes that cause dryness.
Okay, so for oily skin people, eat more vitamin C, and for the dry skin people, eat more vitamin E.
Yeah, exactly.
Did I get that right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. So, I have also heard that there are various kinds of skin facials that people can go, and that when you go to them, they also ask you what kind of skin you have. Yeah. So are those any beneficial, or it's just a gimmick?
No, I would say that if you really, really want to get a good facial, then you visit a dermatologist. Of course, the facials which are done in, salons and all, they are, I'm not saying that you should not do them. At least they help you through massage. If the good products are being used and they suit your skin, the massage itself helps a lot. It improves blood circulation. But yes, if you have specific skin concerns, for example, you have pigmentation, you have open pores, you have oily skin, and you are so much prone to breakouts, then you have to go for these medicated or medifacials. And there is a long list, and hydra facials and oxy facials and oxygen facials, so many things. There are peels, and your doctor can combine your facial with, there are photo facials, and there are lots of things that can be combined to address your skin problems. And I think that they are really, but if you want to really get results for your particular skin problem, then you should really go ahead with these facials, which are done by dermatologists. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So facials are good and they are all awesome if they are done by a dermatologist. So thank you for that. So when you were explaining different skin type, you did talk about a little bit of the diet. So what should we eat and what should we not eat? You did touch upon it, but in general, so if somebody doesn't know their skin type, right? They're listening to us and they will test their skin. So in general, what should be totally avoided and what should be included in the diet?
Yeah. Yeah, I know that all of you must have heard that healthy skin comes from within. And you know, what you eat and how you live, it reflects so much on your skin, whatever age you are in. So just take care that you stay hydrated. This is my first, stay hydrated, drink plenty of water whenever you get chance, at least 8 to 10 to 12 glasses a day. And then the diet, the things that you have to avoid, that are, of course, smoking is the topmost. Smoking, alcohol, lot of caffeine, lot of junk food, sugary foods, these are best to be avoided if you want your skin to be glowing without breakouts. And the do's, that the things that you should be eating a lot, of course, a balanced diet is the best diet, but then what you should include more is a diet rich in antioxidants. An antioxidant rich diet means which has lots of vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, and omega-3 fatty acids. And you have to eat a lot of colored fruits and vegetables like berries and broccoli, capsicum. Include a lot of these things. Then you can eat a lot of nuts and, as I said, vitamin E rich foods. Then zinc is something which is very good for your skin. And even the people with acne, they benefit a lot with zinc. It is anti-inflammatory, antibacterial. So eat foods like, mushrooms and fish and dark chocolates and things like that. And then again, all the vitamins and minerals you get from these foods. So you have to consume a lot of good things, include good things in your diet, so that, you avoid these skin problems and you postpone your aging. So these foods, they also prevent aging. Antioxidant rich diet, yeah.
That's actually wonderful, because we cannot not age, but we can always delay the process by doing the right things. So that's a wonderful reminder. So sometimes we get breakouts, then sometimes a breakout leave a mark, or sometimes we see the moles are coming on our body which never existed, but now all of a sudden we see that they have invaded our skin. So any general suggestions that what to do so we don't get moles, or if we have moles, how to get rid of them, or do we have to visit a dermatologist?
Yeah, that's a very good question. See, each one of us, moles are actually, they are mostly resulting from sun exposure. And of course, you have a genetic tendency to have them. If your mom or your grandmother had a lot of moles or lentigens, on your face, or freckles, you tend to get them more. Also, the fairer skin types, type 1 and 2. The Asian skin, thankfully, is, less prone to moles and less prone to skin cancers for that reason. But type 1 and 2 skin, the fair skin, they get a lot of freckles. They just go out in sun for an hour or so and they get a lot of pigmentation. So freckles is different thing. But then suppose you have a mole which is resting, on your body for quite a long time, but you suddenly find that it is bothering you. It has started irritating you, or it has become red, or it has increased in size. It has changed its color, like it was light and now you see it's dark, or when sometimes it was dark and then you see there's change in some color. That is the time when you should visit a dermatologist and get your biopsy or whatever workup is to be done. And so these are some things that will tell you. And of course, some moles, they are just cosmetically unacceptable and people want to remove them. That is another reason to visit a dermatologist. Suppose something on the face that you don't like. How to prevent them, like especially lentigens and frecklings, sun exposure is the main reason, as I told. So just sun protection, not only the sun creams, but your protective clothing is very important. A wide brimmed hat, carry an umbrella so that you don't get them so much. And then you can eat a lot of vitamin C. Vitamin C acts as, and nowadays there are so many, the foods that are rich in antioxidants, as I said, lycopene. These all, they protect you against sun to some extent. So just have them in your diet.
So I have a question for you. I have a combination skin, like I'm oily here.
Yeah.
And I think my skin is healthy. I don't do smoking, alcohol, I'm sleeping on time and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you said, not too much caffeine. So I don't know what is too much for you, but I
Yeah.
do live on caffeine. So for someone who has a very normal routine life,
Yeah.
how do I know that I should go and visit a dermatologist, or it's time for me to go and see them?
Yeah. See, when you are young, before 30s, I believe that the skin generally, if you are keeping a good and healthy lifestyle, you're eating well, and you are treating your small concerns well in time, so you don't need the visits so often. But then after 30, of course, the collagen production decreases. You start getting wrinkles here and there. You have some pigmentation issues. And sometimes not only due to skin, sometimes due to your hair concerns, your nail concerns. That's another thing. But talking about the normal visits, yes, you can go for, normal routine checkup. You can get a good facial for, maintaining a healthy skin and treating, for example, your other concerns like open pores or things that are very normal, that everybody like will have some open pores, or from time to time they need a good massage, they need, some proper cleansing, deep cleansing. So you can visit a dermatologist. But yes, after 30, it is the right time to to start the skincare routine. For example, anti-aging creams, and of course proper prescription based creams. Not It's better not to buy things over the counter, but then you can visit the dermatologist to guide you about what skin products you should include in your routine, so that your
Okay.
skin remains like this. Because as long as you are young, it is everybody has a good skin in general. Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. When we are young, we don't care. And by the time we start caring, it's teeny bit too late.
Yeah. And
uh,
some people are genetically blessed. And as I can see, you have a beautiful skin. So I don't
Thank you.
think you
Thank you.
need to visit us.
No,
um,
I enjoy talking to you and a good facial. So I might just come, hop by for a good facial.
yeah, that
uh,
will be a good
so,
idea. Yeah.
Thank you. So you mentioned about acne. So let's talk a little bit about acne. Like, what causes acne?
Yeah.
And are there any foods which are responsible? And what's the right way to treat an acne or a pimple at home?
Yeah. See, acne, it's a part and parcel of growing up. 70% of the people in any, some stage of their life, they have had pimples. And especially when you are touching your puberty, in adolescent phase, it's very common. But how much acne, how severe you will get, that depends on so many factors: external, internal, what you eat, and how you treat your initial. Like for some people, they say, oh, it's acne. Anyway, they are going to have it. So why to treat it? Or sometimes, they apply something at home. And then most of the teenagers, or not only teenagers, everybody has a tendency, even if they have something, they will pop it, they will squeeze
Oh,
it,
yeah.
and that's when it makes it worse. So I would advise is, even if your acne is mild, don't just think it will go away. Acne anyway will go away, but it can leave some marks which are really stubborn sometimes, and they sometimes leave really stubborn scars on your face. So go well in time to take proper medicine. And as I said, the oil production, you can just control it by proper cleansing methods, and minding your diet. Be very aware of that you don't eat high glycemic index foods, and eat healthy food, so that you control your break. Many people, they say, oh, I ate sweets last week, and I have so many breakouts, which actually happens and which is scientific. And to treat the acne scars then becomes difficult. And even once your acne is healed, you get if you have those marks or the scars, there are many treatments available with us. There are creams, there are chemical peels, and there are lasers. So that depends on how worse is your situation when you come to us.
So there is light at the end of the tunnel. If somebody has acne or
Yes, of
breakout, we can come and see you, and then you'll take care of it and make our skin look good again.
Yeah, and there are some hormonal concerns. We have to address the hormonal issues. If there is acne, it's very important that your hormones are going well. So there are some tests that we can do. So proper evaluation is necessary before treating it also.
Wonderful. So thank you for that. So let's switch our gears. We talked about skin type, we talk about diet and the acne and the marks. Talk about makeup. What kind of makeup should we wear? And is makeup harmful for our skin? Are there any alternatives to makeup? So shed some light on that.
Yeah. See, makeup, I would always say that wear it only when it is necessary. Of course, when it's a requirement of your job, for example. And even when if it is necessary, just keep it very simple and don't put multiple layers, and remove it as soon as you are done. Like, don't just keep wearing it all the day. And because if you use makeup for prolonged time, many years, all the day, do not remove it, then of course it clogs the pores and it will lead to breakouts and other things. So you have to take care that, and of course buy a good brand, good quality, a trusted brand, do a patch testing. And if you are acne prone, it is best to buy non-comedogenic. There are labels on all makeup products which says non-comedogenic makeup. And at night, be sure that you do proper cleansing, use rose water, micellar water, whatever is available. Just remove it properly, cleanse your face, apply moisturizer, and then sleep.
Okay.
And
So a regular cleansing is good, and a good branded makeup is good, and wear it when it's essential. Otherwise, just be natural.
yeah, I'll complete you said that what are the alternatives? See, if you're not very fond of makeup, but then you just need something that, on your face, nowadays very good tinted sunscreens are available. Like, there are some very good brands that give you a very light tint on your face and also offer a very good sun protection. I think that's a very good alternative that addresses your other skin concerns like uneven skin tone. So you can apply that and you will not need a makeup unless you want to wear a very heavy one.
That's actually good to know. So tinted sunscreen is the way to go if you don't want to apply makeup. So we talked about wrinkles and aging. How can we prevent the wrinkles and aging, like early wrinkles and early aging?
Yeah, as I say, aging is inevitable. So everybody is going to age, but the timing and when the wrinkles are going to appear again, it depends a lot on your genetics and or your sun exposure. Broadly, I would say these are the two most important factors that because after 30, your collagen, elastin, they start breaking off and your skin sags down, and eventually you get wrinkles around your eyes, around your So the best way to prevent is that avoid sun exposure as much as possible. I'll tell you, as sun exposure, then smoking and stress. So these are the three very important, factors that accelerate the aging process. They, accelerate the collagen breakdown. So it is better to wear a sun protection if you cannot avoid sun exposure. Eat a healthy diet which is rich in, again, I would say, antioxidants are basically, the foods that prevent the free radical damage. So there are free radicals which are produced in our body if due to many causes. And these are the antioxidants are the scavengers, for free radicals. So you have to have them in your diet. As I said, lots of vitamins. And then nowadays, there are some oral collagen preparations available in the market in powder form and in, so having them once or twice a year is also a good idea. Then that is all I would like to say to accelerate aging. To postpone aging. Sorry, yeah.
Postpone it, so we can prolong this as much as possible.
Yeah.
It's inevitable. It will come to us eventually. It will
And
catch
yes,
to
you
us.
can use some retinol based creams. I forgot to mention. These are a very scientifically proven, the only, proven treatment for delaying the aging and treating wrinkles is the retinol based or retinoid based creams that have, if you start applying them after 30, for example, so they delay aging quite a lot.
So any brands that you would recommend?
Yeah, there are many brands which are my favorite. So I would like that there is a cream called the retiglow cream, a retinol based cream. You can just check for the labels. Then there are companies like The Ordinary. They have many retinol based serums. Then vitamin C combined with retinol also is a very good idea. Like, you can apply vitamin C during the daytime and you can apply retinol cream at night. and there are many creams from Requil companies. There are a lot of good brands you can check out, for
Okay.
retinol preparations. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. So another question that I have is related to itching. During summer, we see that because we sweat or humidity, there
Yeah.
is a itching problem. So is itching related to any kind of skin issues or allergies, or what goes on when our body itch?
Yeah. See, itch is a very broad term, and any skin condition or most of the skin condition they present with itching. But there are two things: you are itching, and there is something on your skin. Some people say, no, we itch here and there, but there is nothing as such visible on our skin. But then, as you said, because of sweating, there can be many rashes which are related to, there is sweat rash, heat rash, which we call prickly heat. Then there are fungal infections, which are very common, like people who are wearing very tight clothes and they are working in very hot and humid climates. They can have a rash in their folds, like in underarms, in groin. So I would say the best thing to prevent such kind of itch, if you are talking just about the heat or summer, just take cold showers, try to wear very light colored, loose, comfortable, breathable clothes. Apply antifungal powders in all your folds, beneath the breasts, in the underarms, in the groin. And then if you still think that the rash is not going and it is increasing, then it is always best to go to a dermatologist to get it diagnosed, that whether it is related to heat or it's something else that has, that needs a little prolonged treatment. And then you can
Okay,
take, yeah, some medicines to
thank you.
counter itch. Yeah.
So we all know that how busy we are, right?
Yeah.
Everyone is busy in their life, and then you says don't take too much stress, which is very difficult these days. We live in a stressful life. There is stress of traffic, to join the meeting on
Yeah.
time, and you name it. People who have kids and pets and stuff like that. So what is a simple basic skin routine for anybody listening to us who are very busy, but if you can tell us a simple skin routine that do this X, Y, and Z, and you're good to go.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a very relevant question, because nowadays this skincare routine thing is like very popular. Like even youngsters, they come, what should be my daycare routine? What should be my night care? But I will still say that stick to minimal products, and which is practical and feasible. You can start with 10 products, but you will end up, putting none. So just keep it simple. Use a good cleanser, which is first, and know your skin type. Choose a good cleanser accordingly. The second step for me is any skin concern for which you have any prescription based medicine from your doctor, you can apply that. Otherwise, a good moisturizer according to your skin type, oily or dry. And then finally comes a layer of sunscreen. So that is minimal. If you can't do anything, just cleanse and correct your skin concern, moisturize, and sunscreen, and you are ready to go.
Okay, that's actually wonderful. So clean your skin, put a good moisturizer, and then have a good sunscreen
Yes.
depending on your skin type. And perfect. Awesome. So let me check if we have any questions from our chat, and I don't see any. So I just wanted to let everybody know that we are coming to you live from Facebook and Instagram. So hop on your favorite social media handle and get educated by our experts. So with that, Dr. Lata, it's a wrap. Thank you so much. It was wonderful talking to you. I know that I gained tons and tons of knowledge, and I know what I have
Thank
to
you,
do to get.
Kunjan. Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you.
It was very nice talking to you also. Yeah.
Thank you. So just to our listeners and viewers, if you are worried about your medical needs in USA, check out various health packages that eGlobal has to offer: bronze, silver, and gold. What are the benefits of getting packages from eGlobal? Well, for you and your family members, you can get consulted at lower cost. Choose from broad spectrum of doctors, USA or India. Prescription will be provided. They have umpteen specialities, video consultation up to 30 minutes, and packages can be used by you or your family member. So eGlobalDoctor is your one complete healthcare platform solution for all medical related issues and questions. And maze ki baat hai that you don't have to go anywhere. It's available at the comfort of your living room without breaking your bank balance, and you don't even have to sit in the traffic. So before I let you go, Dr. Lata, any word of wisdom that you want to share with our listeners and our viewers?
Yeah, so just a take-home message from my side will be that focus more on your lifestyle. This is more for younger population, younger generation, the teenagers. Just make your lifestyle and your habits, because it's not that, okay, abhi to hum young hai, we are young, later on we'll, no, your skincare and what happens to your skin later also depends on what you invest today. So investment, not just in the term of very fancy skincare products, but in your healthy lifestyle, in your diet, what you do, and yeah, just go for relaxation techniques. I would advise everyone to do some kind of yoga, meditation, walking, and playing, and eating good. And that's what is, very important, apart from, of course, all that we talked about.
Thank you so much. That's very wonderful. Take care wherever you are, no matter what age you are. Like they say, the summer bodies are made in winter. So invest now and reap the benefits later years.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
thank you so much. Well, there you have it. This is a wrap. This is Kunjan signing off. See you guys until we meet again. Stay tuned, stay safe, and keep smiling always. Thank you, Dr. Lata, so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, bye-bye.